Okay, so I want to say Apple is officially on a weekly release schedule for new betas. Today, releasing a new beta for iOS 16.2. Developer Beta 3 is now currently available. This one comes 7 days exactly from Beta 2 to Beta 3. Now, this update is smaller as well, so we have about 600 to 700 megabytes of a download for this one. There's some welcome changes here that I think you guys are going to really be happy to learn about. Apple has had a busy day today as well, announcing the new emergency SOS via satellite feature, which has been made available today. So I'll talk about that in this video as well. So let's just dive right into this one. Now, as always, if you would like to stay up to date with the latest iOS news and Apple software updates, of course, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on those notifications so that you don't miss another episode. And now, as per usual, Apple has also updated all their other platforms. So aside from iOS 16.2, Developer Beta 3, Apple has updated iPadOS 16.2 to Beta 3 as well. macOS 13.1 Beta 3 is available as of today as well. WatchOS 9.2 Beta 3 is available for the Apple Watch. And of course, tvOS 16.2 Developer Beta 3 is available for the Apple TV. Now, as I mentioned, this update is approximately 600 to 700 megabytes, give or take. It's always going to depend on your device and the software that you're updating from. But this one is available for developers, public beta testers. You'll most likely see this populate onto your device within the next 24 hours as of the filming of this video. If we go into the About section here, we get the latest build number. There it is. iOS 16.2 Developer Beta 3 build number is 20C5049E. Now, we still have a few more betas, and as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure Apple will continue on a weekly release schedule. We may see another 2 betas before the RC and then the official release. Now, I do want to talk about emergency SOS via satellite. The feature has officially been made available by Apple today for iPhone 14 models, so every single iPhone 14 can run this feature. We have here under emergency SOS a new demo that shows us the new emergency SOS. Now, this isn't a feature unique to iOS 16.2 Beta 3. This is available right now. It was enabled remotely on all iPhone 14 models running iOS 16.1 or newer. So right now you don't have to update your iPhone. You can run this demo here. As you can see, it walks you through step by step explaining how this will work. If you were ever to need this feature, you get to answer a few questions during your emergency. You click next. You want to go ahead and make sure, of course, test the satellite connection, make sure the connection is proper. You want to make sure there's no trees around and things like that. But obviously I'm in the studio, so I can't test that. Once you establish connection, your iPhone will, of course, connect to emergency services, and you can go ahead and use the service as you need it. Of course, I'm just going to go ahead and end this demo here, but emergency SOS is now available for any iPhone 14 running iOS 16.1 or newer. So just make sure you check that out. It's a very, very awesome feature that many users may not use, but if you do need it, it's going to be very, very useful. Now, let's talk about iOS 16.2, because as I mentioned, Apple today released the new software. There's welcome changes to the lock screen. So let's go here onto the iPhone and let's go into the display and brightness and go to always on display. So Apple has officially enabled 2 additional options here. So we have the always on display. Now we have show wallpaper. We can toggle this on or off. And then we have show notifications. We can toggle on or off. These are welcome changes. So this is what the lock screen looks like. Of course, when you go into the always on display mode, you can still see the wallpaper right there, but now you can go ahead and remove the entire wallpaper. Let me show you. You go into the options here, show wallpapers, we turn that off, and now when we go into the always on display, we get what I like to call a classic always on display, a full blacked out lock screen here for your iPhone. This is something that was very much needed because, of course, many users wanted this option on the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and I'm happy to announce that Apple has brought this to the iPhone with iOS 16.2 Developer Beta 3. Now, aside from that, there isn't anything else I've noticed that's new so far. Of course, I've been running the beta for only about 2 hours or an hour and a half, and this is the only thing I've noticed so far, aside from the emergency SOS satellite feature, which is for iOS 16.1 or newer. Aside from that, of course, I'll continue digging around the software. Let me know about these changes, welcome changes that Apple has brought to the always on display on iPhone. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.